Hey DanishTuber, this video is a part of my brand new essential Danish grammar video course. To access the entire course, you can become a channel member. Alternatively, you can join my website, the complete Danish learning platform, where you will also get access to relatable interactive exercises, quizzes, Q&A sessions and live classes, plus ebooks. All the links you need are in the description. Otherwise, enjoy this little preview of my awesome Essential Danish Grammar course. Hey there, Danish tubers! Today we're setting sail once again, and this time we're gonna uncover the secrets of adjectives and adverbs, of course, in Danish, and you'll be the language navigators. So we've already covered a little bit about what they are, how they work, but let's unpack it a little bit more. Picture adjectives and adverbs as your Danish seesaw, or weighing scales, or anything else that brings balance and harmony to your sentences. Ready to explore how to maintain that balance? Let's do it. First up, let's talk about adjectives. Remember those? The painters, the detail lovers, the ones that make your descriptions pop. Maybe you want to say, a cute dog. Here's my dog, Jack, and he is pretty damn cute. People always stop me on the street, or they look at him with those eyes like, yeah. In sul hun. In sul hun. Sul being our adjective, which means cute, or sweet, or nice, depends. These adjectives are, of course, connected to the noun, so we've talked about previously in and it. So if I'm talking about it, something, such as a house, a cute house, then I would need to add a T to that adjective. It's sut hus. It sut hus. And notice how the D now becomes silent. That's a general rule that you can go by. When you have a T after a D, you cannot pronounce the D. So it goes from sul to sut, gol to got, fill to fit. Lastly, and continuing the power of adjectives, now we have the E form, which is, in short, for plural. So if I now multiply my dog, please God no, I'd say enough with one dog. But if I had to, I would say to søde hunde. To søde hunde. So we've had sul, sut, and sul. But don't think you're getting off that easily. Wait just a minute, because actually there are 3 ways to use the E form: plural, definite, and ownership. We've had to søde hunde, that's plural. Den søde hund is what I call the definite form. It's basically whenever you put the word den, or the word det, or the word de in front of the adjective, then you also use the E form. Usually this will be translating as that cute dog. If I look across the street, I'm like, yeah, look at that cute dog. Se den søde hund. Although sometimes it also just means the cute dog. Depends. And again, in plural, you would use de, which on its own usually means they, but it would mean de søde hunde, those sweet dogs, those cutie dogs. And lastly, ownership, which is basically whenever you use a possessive pronoun of some kind, mine, his, hers, Liam's, then you also use the E form, min søde hund. Han min søde hund. He is my cute dog. So you may have to get out your magnifying glass and take a very close look when you are reading, writing, speaking, to make sure you're using the correct form of the adjective. Remember, base form with in sul, T form with T words, it, sut, and plural, definite, and ownership. Whew, that's a lot to remember. Good luck. Now, adverbs are your navigators of action. They're like your GPS for how, when, where, or to what extent an action happens. Remember how we talked about that? We already had a lot of cool exercises. Here we have a cute little animal, and I could say that he drinks slowly. He's drinking slowly, slowly modifying the action. Han drikker langsomt. Han drikker langsomt. Whereas this guy looks pretty darn hungry, and he's probably eating quickly. He's eating quickly. Han spiser hurtigt. Han spiser hurtigt. Next slide. Adverbs are very versatile. They can modify verbs, they can modify adjectives, they can modify other verbs. Just like in this example, hun kommer altid for sent. She always arrives late. Hun kommer altid for sent. Can you think of any situations where you might use adverbs to describe actions? Pause the video, have a think about it. Let's compare. Take hun synger smukke sange and hun synger smukt. One describes the songs, the other describes how she sings. Adjectives meet adverbs. Now, here's where the fun begins. It's practice time. Fill in the blanks with the right adjective or adverb. As always, go ahead, pause the video, check, find any words that you might need, come back and see how you did. The first example, there's actually quite a few ways that you might translate the word kind. I wonder which one you found. Leave me a comment, write to me and let me know. I might write here, han en sød mand. Han en sød mand, which earlier we had sød meaning cute, kind of also means nice. You could also use the word rar or the word flink or the word dejlig, lovely. Han en dejlig mand. Hun synger smukt. Hun synger smukt. This was our example just before, and again now the verb is being modified by the adverb. Det en interessant film. Det en interessant film. Of course, this time our adjective is modifying the noun, film. De spiser hurtigt. De spiser hurtigt. You should have it by now, right? They are eating quickly. So this is where we can make a little comparison, because I talked about earlier adjectives and how they have those different forms, and when it's a plural thing, such as in this example, de is plural, right? They. But we're not using the adjective as an adjective. It's actually become an adverb. So it's an adjective converted into an adverb, which is now modifying the verb. De spiser hurtigt. And as a general rule, you will use a T, or you will add a T onto that. Now, adverb. Hope you're still with me. If you're having a brain freeze or a meltdown, just pause the video, come back later. Han meget træt. Han meget træt. Meget being our adverb. It's not very openly an adverb, but that's what it is. Blomsterne duftede sødt. Blomsterne duftede sødt. Bilen kørte hurtigt. Bilen kørte hurtigt. Vejret var dejligt i dag. Vejret var dejligt i dag. Dejlig being one of the most common words you will hear in Danish, and this time I'm using the T because it is an adjective, and the word weather technically is a T word. So you always say dejligt vejr, godt vejr, dårligt vejr, bad weather. Exercise 2, I want you to rewrite sentences to show your skills in adjective, adverb, wizardry. For example, hun en hurtig løber. Hun en hurtig løber. She's a fast runner. Becomes hun løber hurtigt. Hun løber hurtigt. She's running quickly. So there's kind of a little play on the words sometimes, because the noun is in løber and the verb in present tense is also løber. You will see that a lot. Your turn. Transform this sentence. Han taler med en høj stemme. He's speaking with a loud voice. I'm going to take the adjective, throw a T on it, and transform it into an adverb, thus creating han taler højt. Han taler højt. He's speaking loudly. One more. Give this one a go. Blomsterne har en dejlig duft. The flowers have a lovely smell. Pause the video. Transform. Blomsterne dufter dejligt. Blomsterne dufter dejligt. Well done, Danish language explorers. You've mastered the art of adjectives and adverbs. Now it's your turn to play with the words and create your own masterpieces. Of course, go over to your workbook to review, practice. Practice makes perfect, as they say. Go over to your workbook and give it a go. Take your time, digest the information, hold the balance between adjectives and adverbs in your hand. Farewell for now, and when you're ready, come back for the next module number 4. 2 left, it's going great, and I'm having a really good time. Hope you are too. Vi ses i den næste. See you in the next one. DanishTube. Hey DanishTuber, this video is a part of my brand new essential Danish grammar video course. To access the entire course, you can become a channel member. Alternatively, you can join my website, the complete Danish learning platform, where you will also get access to relatable interactive exercises, quizzes, Q&A sessions, and live classes, plus ebooks. All the links you need are in the description.